like I should. Okay. So we're looking at our grammar book. We're on page 169. There's 30 lessons. There's 30 weeks in here. So next week will be our last one for this book. So Bronx, when we do summer, we're not going to do grammar. We'll just focus on writing. So that'll be a nice break too. Okay, so we're reviewing today, talking about the verb, and there are different types of verbs. We've already talked about this a lot, actually. So an action verb obviously shows action or ownership. A linking verb links the subject to a noun or adjective, and then a helping verb helps an action verb or a linking verb. And so there's different types, and they're all listed here. And you're just going to circle the correct answer. It says each statement has 2 correct answers. So you're going to circle 2 answers. So we've got an action verb to start off. And it says it can be a strong verb, always follows a helping verb, is always followed by another verb, or always expresses ownership or action. So we've got for an action verb, let's start with Bronx. What do you think are the 2 correct answers here that describe an action verb? What do you think? A, B, C, or D. So A can be a strong verb. B is an action verb always followed by another verb, or an action verb always follows a helping verb, or an action verb always expresses ownership or action.
A.
A is 1. So there's two answers. That is correct.
Okay.
Where's the other one?
D?
Yeah. You said D, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. So it can be a strong verb, and it always expresses ownership or action. So good. Okay. So I'm going to do Paisley for the next one. A linking verb can be followed by an action verb. A linking verb can be followed by a linking verb. A linking verb can be followed by a noun, or a linking verb can be followed by an adjective. If you need to, let's do a quick refresher on linking verbs. Let's look back on that just really quick here. Unless you know, Paisley, you want to just tell us. Linking verbs. Let's look back on week 7. That was a long time ago. You were just little kids back then. Week 7 is on page 37. Oh, just kidding. That didn't work. Hold on a second. It says week 7, linking verb. What? Week 7 linking verb, and it has ly adverb, and then it has commas and numbers. Am I doing this wrong? Let's look on week 2. You guys are quiet, making me do all the work here. Page 7. Go to page 7. Linking verbs. Some examples are am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, seem, became, appear, grow, remain, taste, sound, smell, feel, look. Those are linking. Okay, so can it be followed by an action? Followed by a linking verb, followed by a noun, or followed by an adjective? Okay, Paisley, what do you think the answer is? There's 2 answers here.
An action verb.
No, it's not an action verb. It's not a linking verb. I'll give you that clue.
Adjective or noun.
Yeah, these two, because it's linking those together. That's the clue. So a linking verb is going to link a noun and an adjective. And it even says up here, a subject to a noun or adjective. So it links the subject. So whoever it is, the noun that's the subject of the sentence is linking that word to either a noun or an adjective. So you can use this clue up here, Abby, for your next one. It helps the action verb or linking verb. So a helping verb, and page 7 shows those two. A lot of them are the same, but they also have like have, has, had, do, does, did, may, might, must, and all of those kinds of words. So a helping verb can be followed by, what do you think? A, B, C, or D, Abby? Or what?
A and B.
A and B, yep. And it says helps an action verb or a linking verb. So that was pretty easy. On this one here, circle H for helping or L for linking. And you know, I gotta tell you, helping and linking verbs are so close to each other. Sometimes it's hard to identify what's what. But here's your clue at the very top here. Linking links the subject to whatever the rest of the sentence is, and then helping, it helps the action verb. Okay, so we have H for helping or L for linking. That is a fine shot. That is a fine shot. Okay, so Bronx, what do you think? Is it helping or linking?
Linking.
It is linking because it's linking that is the subject is a fine shot. So it's linking the subject to the noun and the adjective over here. Good job. Okay, so Paisley, that's the finest I have ever beheld. Helping or linking?
Helping.
Yes, it is helping. Good. Because it is I have ever built. So it's beheld. Beheld is the verb, is the action verb. So it's helping that verb, helping it. I like to say it just helps it make sense in the sentence. Okay. Abby, both archers would gladly compete at the next tournament.
Linking.
That one's actually a helping one. It's helping gladly, which is an adverb, and then compete, which is the verb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's helping the action verb or linking verb. So that one's helping. And then back to Bronx, both are skillful. Helping or linking?
I'm gonna say linking.
Yeah, because it's the noun or the subject is here, both are skillful. So it's linking it to an adjective. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. Like I said, linking and helping are kind of tricky. You have to look for where the subject is, and is it connected to a verb or is it connected to a noun or an adjective? That's going to help you determine helping and linking. Okay, let's go on to page 171. Let's see, Paisley, could you read the sentences to us today, please? Oh, thank you.
Then Robin Hood and his entire band
That one's howled, actually, howled.
howled with delight after the moment the stranger who
Silently.
silently watched them slowly smiled.
Okay, good. And our word is howled. I'm sure you guys know what that means, just the a loud cry, or if you're talking about a dog, you know, they make that sound, but if you're talking about a human or this band, they just made a loud noise, okay, or shouted or laughed or something loudly. All right. And look at our long list of things to mark here today. We got articles. Go ahead and find those. Okay, so Abby, we need 5 nouns. What do you think?
Robin Hood,
Good. Okay,
band,
good.
delight,
Yeah, actually, that is a noun. Delight, with delight. Uh-huh.
stranger,
Yes.
mm. Would the last one be moment?
It is, because you have an article right here before it, so a moment makes it a noun. Good. Yes, and then Bronx, how about the pronoun?
Would it be them?
Yes, good. I was wondering if you were going to say his, because it is sometimes can be a pronoun, but in this one, it's actually an adjective describing the whose band. So
Okay.
them is the pronoun. That's correct. So Bronx, since that was so short, I'm going to have you find the adjectives too, and I just gave you one. So there you go.
His.
His. All right. Good job. What's the other one?
Enter.
Entire. Yes.
Entire. Okay.
Yes. Entire. That's describing the band. And so, by the way, this is like, they're calling it a band, but I don't think this means like instruments, though. It's not that kind of a band, is it?
Or is it like a archer gang?
Oh, yeah. Or a group of, yeah, maybe an archer game. Let me look back a little bit because I haven't read this whole thing yet. So it's talking about this guy, Little John Little, I guess. I think it's a group. Yeah, I remember last week, I will gladly join your band. Band is like a group of people, basically. It's not like a marching band or something like that. So, okay. And then when they howled with delight, they're probably just like hooping and hollering and like, woohoo, all right. We are Robin Hood. Okay. Did it? Oh, we have one more adjective. No, we don't. Just kidding. Okay, adverb. Let's go on to Paisley. There's 3 of them. 3 adverbs.
Silently,
Yes, good. That's 1.
slowly,
Yes. The other one's tricky. I'm going to give you that. If you look at the verb howled and ask yourself when, howled when, which one of these words before tells when? That's a tricky one. I can help you if you need.
then,
Yes, except for they spelled it wrong, right? Remember we talked about misuse of different words? This one should be THEN. And then you're right, that is an adverb because it's telling when they howled, then they howled. Okay, good. And we fixed that one usage error. Coordinating conjunction, Abby?
And
Yes, and that's fanboys. So we're going to skip prepositional phrases, but Abby, go ahead and tell us what the who which clause is.
who silently watched them.
Yes, very good. And we'll label that W/W. Got that. Okay, Bronx, we need some main clauses here. 2 main clauses
Then
at the beginning. Yep.
and the
Where
light.
does delight all the way to delight. Good. That's one clause.
The
Wait, say that again.
the
For the stranger?
yeah,
Yes. Okay. The stranger.
and then smiled.
Yeah. Okay. So this one has a who, which clause within the main clause, but you're right. It goes all the way to the end right there. Good job. All right. So we got subject verb pairs next, and Paisley, I'm gonna have you find the verbs, and then Abby can help us find the subjects. So start the verbs, Paisley. Where are those at?
Howled,
Good.
watched,
Yes.
slowly, smiled,
Yes. Good. Okay. Those are the 3 verbs. And then what do you think, Abby? What are the subjects that go with those verbs?
Band,
Band. Yes. Because they're the ones that howled. Good.
and stranger.
And stranger. Yes. And we also have one for the who, which clause.
Would it be who?
Yes. It's also saying that Robin Hood is a subject. Because it's the band and Robin Hood that howled. Then Robin Hood and his entire band howled. So this is also the subject here. Well, and it also, let's see. Stranger was it? Oh no, this smiled, it goes with stranger here. But the howled goes with both of those. Okay, good. Openers. What do you think, Bronx? What kind of opener do we have on the first sentence here?
At the start, one.
Yeah, this is a number 1 opener because we're talking about Robin Hood, the subject, even though it has this adverb here, the subject. So it is a number 1. Very good. So we'll just put number 1 subject. And then what do you think the second sentence, Bronx? What do you think that one, what kind of opener? Actually, we need to put a period in here, right? We got to do that first. Instead of a comma, we need to take out that comma and put a period. This is a new sentence. So after a moment, what kind of an opener is that?
Two.
Which is what kind of opener?
Prepositional.
Yes, prepositional. Good. Prepositional. That's a big one. Okay, well, that leads right into prepositional phrases. So I'm gonna have Bronx do that one too. What is the prepositional phrase there for that opener?
With delight.
That's the end of that sentence. So we're looking for, because you said this one here has a prepositional opener. So
Mhm.
here's your prepositional phrase. What does it start with? Or what is the phrase?
With.
Right,
And
not with delight.
After a moment.
There you go. After a moment. But you're right, with delight is also a prepositional phrase. I think that's what you were trying to tell me. So they're 2 separate phrases. They're just right next to each other. So with delight and then after a moment. That is correct. Good job. It does say we need to indent. I'm over here under fix it now. So this first part of the sentence right here, then Robin Hood, we need to make that a new paragraph. So I'm just going to put a paragraph symbol right there. Capitals, you guys probably already know. Robin Hood. Well, we already made that capital, but that should be capital. And then after with our new sentence right here, after. Commas, we took one out. What's the other comma error? Do you know, Paisley? Do we need to put a comma in or take one out?
Take the one after the stranger out.
That one actually stays because it's got a who clause here. So that one stays.
After the one after Robin Hood.
Yeah, take that one out because you don't need a comma there. It's just listing two things, Robin Hood and his entire band. So if it was listing three, then you would need commas there. All right, so we fixed that. We've already put one end mark in right here after delight, and then we need an end mark here. Okay, we did it. Do you guys have any questions about that page? No? Okay. Good. You survived your last official lesson of grammar. Your homework is still the next 3 pages. This will be your last week of homework also, by the way, for my spring class. Okay. Now we are. You guys finished up your coconut crab report from, I think that was your homework. Let me double check here. I think that's what you guys worked on. Finished up. Hold on, where are we? Let's see. Yeah. Paragraph 2 of the coconut crab, which was about their diet. Now you don't have to, but does anybody have this like burning desire to read your 2 paragraphs to the class? You don't have to. Abby's like, nope, I'm good. Okay, Bronx has his hand up. Do you want to read yours, Paisley, or no? No, she's like, I don't know. I understand. It's okay. I was the same way. I was like, I would always be like, don't make eye contact, don't make eye contact. So I understand. I'm not going to pick on you, okay? Bronx, I'm happy to hear yours though. I'm glad you're volunteering. So I do want you guys
The first one or the second?
just read like both, actually, both paragraphs, if you don't mind. But before you start, I just want everybody to glance at your work. Make sure you've got your ly adverb and all the things in your checklist. So you should have, let me look at your checklist really quick. I think it's 5 dress ups now. Let's see. I'm trying to find, oh, here it is. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you've got 6. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So check to see if you got 6 words underlined in both of your paragraphs of your dress up words. ly adverb, who, which, strong verb, because clause, quality adjective, and then a www.asia word. If you count 6 words underlined, give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. Abby, you know what I'm talking about, Paisley? If you're talking to me, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah, but for some reason, I don't see one of them. I only counted 5, but I have on my checklist all of them were done. So maybe I didn't underline one of them.
You can just check. Yours is, you typed yours, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so go ahead and while I'm talking to Bronx, you can look for it and see it if you can underline that. And then Bronx, did you find 6 in your paragraphs, like both paragraphs?
What was that?
6. Did you find 6 words underlined in paragraph 1 and 6 words underlined in paragraph 2?
A little bit. Kind of forgot.
Really important. You got to remember to underline those dress up words, okay?
Yeah.
Did you remember to put them in there?
Yes.
Okay, so they're in there. You just have to go through and find them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, then whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and read paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, and we'll listen in. Thank you.
Okay. The coconut crab is one of the largest crabs. They have a hard exterior and a very powerful claws. They are also have a brightly colored shell. The coconut crab weighs about 9 pounds and has 3-foot legs. These lively creatures have a unique oh my gosh. Live oh my
Is it crustacean maybe or exoskeleton?
no, it's AL ability. It's actually ability.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Ability to hold its breath underwater for 1 hour. They are amazing creatures of the sea.
Nice. Okay, and that was paragraph 1.
Yes.
Very good. I liked it. Okay, go on to paragraph 2.
The coconut crab has an amazing diet. They are considered omnivores.
Good.
Coconut crabs can coconut crabs can consume meat and plants. The coconut crab cleverly robs birds' nest at night, and they also devour their own. Coconut crabs devour fleshy fruits. They are the scavengers of the beaches and seas.
Okay, good. Nice. Excellent job. I like it. I heard lots of great ly adverbs in there and strong verbs. And I didn't catch any because clauses. So you want to make sure to include those. Figure out where you can fit the word because. And then your Asia word is like when, while, where, or you could say something like while the birds are sleeping, the coconut crab will attack, or something about how he gets in there and gets them. So make sure to watch out for your checklist. That's a big one. Okay, Bronx. And we'll talk about that a lot in June and July. You and me, man. It's going to be great. Okay, so good job. I like it. Alrighty, so the other part of your homework was to pick a person to write about. Did you guys come up with somebody, and did you find your sources? Give me a thumbs up if you have a person in mind and you came up with sources. Okay, thumbs up, good. Did you, Paisley? Okay, good. So what we're going to do now is just kind of talk about it for a minute. So you should have 3 sources that you came up with, and then well, I'll just start with you, Abby. Who was the person that you chose to write about?
I chose this Mexican singer, Selena.
Okay, Selena. And she's not alive anymore? Did she die? Okay.
Yeah.
Selena, I'm not familiar. I feel like I know the name though. She's a Mexican singer.
Mhm.
When was she famous? Was she famous like in the 80s and 90s?
I would say so. I don't know.
You don't really know? Selena, okay. And were you able to find 3 sources for her?
Mhm.
Good. Awesome. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Paisley, how about you? Who did you pick?
Dorothy Kilgallen.
Dorothy? What's the last name?
Kilgallen.
Kilgallen. And tell me a little bit about who she is. Is she a singer, or who is she?
She was a reporter, and then she was also on this TV show, a really old TV show. It's called Guess My Line,
Oh,
or What's My Line.
I'm writing this down. And so she's a reporter. Interesting. I don't know about her either. Okay, Bronx, who did you pick?
Kobe Bryant.
Okay. I know that name. And were you able to find 3 sources for information?
Yes.
Okay, good. And were you guys all able to print what you found online for your sources? Did you actually print them? Abby's saying yes. No, Bronx. And did you print, Paisley? Okay. And then did anybody get to the library and actually get a book? Or did you get all online stuff? Okay. I understand. I know how life gets crazy. And especially when you're like, you have to rely on your mom to get there or your dad or somebody. So don't worry about it. That's okay. So, but it's really important that you print. So Bronx and Paisley, are you guys able to print on your printer at your house? Do you have a printer?
Yes.
Good.
I'll see if I can print off that website.
Yeah, so I think I showed you last time on Zoom that those 3 dots up at the upper right, that's how you print an article from there. So Bronx, can you print from the device you're on right now? Because it'd be great if you could do it really quick now.
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, let me know. And then same for you, Paisley, if you can, go to your articles and go ahead and print them if you need to use the 3 dots on the upper right. Sorry, I got a pop-up.
I didn't.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, on this account, I can't print. I have to go onto my mom's account to print.
Oh, well, it should be.
It's weird. The
Oh.
printer is all weird. Where it all make for that one.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so you're saying, because are you logged in? You must be logged in as you or something, and it won't let you print. Oh, I see. Do you have to log out and then log in as your mom on this device you're on right now?
I could do it on the other one, but I wasn't exactly sure on which 3. I did get the one website, but I wasn't sure on all 3 websites.
Okay. Yeah, because you really should have those ready today because we're going to talk about using those to start working on your outlines. So if your mom's okay, is it a laptop that you can print from? Can you go get it and put it right next to whatever device you're on right now and do it
Mama,
in class? Okay. Okay. And then Paisley, Abby, it sounds like you have yours printed up. So that's good. You have 3 sources. All right. So remember with coconut crabs, you guys did the big, it was kind of nice to have the big piece of paper, and you should have more of these in your binder because I recommend using that. It's so much easier to see everything. So if you guys have that, you can go ahead and set it up for your outlines. I'm going to only have you do 2 paragraphs for your report, but I wanted you to just practice again using this style. So let me share my screen, and you're just going to set it up. 2 of these you can do front and back on this page. I'm going to give you a minute, actually several minutes to get it set up. So you have 3 sources, A, B, and C. Go ahead and set up your outline. You're going to do one side of your outline is going to be for Roman numeral 1. And then on the back of it, you'll set it up for Roman numeral 2 because you're only doing 2 paragraphs. Okay. So we have roughly 15, almost 20 minutes of class left. And what we're going to do is just take time during class to get things going on your outline. That's why it's really important to have your resources printed if you can. So if you're working on that, that's okay. You can take time to get that printed. Be careful though, because some articles might be like 20 pages long. So make sure you check how many pages it wants to print before you just go send it to the printer. Make sure your parents are okay with that. Bronx, did you have a question?
Yeah, so I tried to print it, but it wasn't printing right.
Oh, so do you think it's a printer
No.
problem, or do you think it's like how you're selecting it to print?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna stop my share for a second. Abby, you know what to do, right? To set up your outlines. Go ahead and set those up. Okay. Let's see, Bronx, maybe I can help you out. If you,
I could give you the websites that I used.
yeah, so what I would do is go to your URL, where that's the address that you go to, and just highlight it and copy it, and then you can put it in the chat. Does that make sense?
Okay,
MBA2.
I will see.
If you pull it up, do you know how to minimize your Zoom?
No.
You can hit escape on your keypad, your keyboard, and then it'll minimize Zoom, and then you should have your icons at the bottom of your desktop to open up the.
Do I type it in the chat?
Oh, you can either type it in, but if you could just highlight and paste it, copy and paste it in the chat. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
That'd be easier because sometimes they're kind of long addresses.
It's a lot of pasting.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
It's about 20 pages.
Okay, yeah, so just how when you type it in and your article comes up in the URL, which is the web address, go ahead and just highlight that part. You don't have to highlight all the pages, just highlight the address to the page. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay,
.com.
and then you can put that in the chat, and then I'll pull it up from my end and I can look at it with you.
Oh, okay. So you want me to do the website?
That's what they are, right? That's what your sources are, their websites?
Yeah, it's I could just here.
You want to just tell it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. What is the website?
It's www.cbsnews.com,
Okay,
LALakers.com,
Well, in the CB or the
and then
NBA.
NBA.com.
okay, so I see. Those are 3 different sources, 3 different websites.
That's the one.
No, there's
Wait.
2 there, but you also have a Google, but I don't
Okay,
know if you
let me
have
see if I can,
Google.
let me see if I can find it here.
And it should say a Laker. Oh, wait, here. Actually, never mind. And it should say 24 facts about amazing Kobe Bryant.
Okay, so are you looking at the actual article right now? On your computer?
Yes.
Okay, so at the very top where you have the little Google symbol, and then there's an address, there's probably www.cbsnews.com, and maybe it has / Kobe Bryant, blah, blah, blah. You know where I'm talking about at the top? Let me see.
Very top right or left.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. It's hard to explain. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I think I found your NBA one. Let me show you. I'll share my screen. So if you're just waiting, Paisley, you can start working on setting up your outline on that big white piece of paper. Do you know how to do that? I think that's what Abby's working on. Okay, so let me share my screen for Bronx. Is this one of the, oh, there's a pop-up, okay. Is this one of your articles here?
Can you scroll down a little bit or?
Yeah, let me scroll down. There's a bunch of stats here, so I don't know if this is the right one. No, it doesn't look like it's the right one.
No, it's not.
Okay, so let me go back.
I would definitely give it this one and this one. We'll look at that one again.
She's already on that one.
Okay.
That one, yeah.
Okay, so you didn't use Encyclopedia Britannica, right? Not that one?
Mm-mm.
And not ESPN. Let me see if I can find what you were looking at, because
Did you look at this one?
That's,
Well, then it's this one. Give her that.
oh, it's actually, here, I'll give you another one.
okay.
It's www dot
www dot
www.usatoday.com.
USA Today. So usually there's more to it than just that. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, like what the whole, do you see up here in this bar that I just highlighted blue right here? It has like google.com/search ? Q = Kobe plus Bryant. You see all that? And then a bunch of letters and numbers up here.
Yeah.
That is called the URL. And that's what I'm wanting you to try to copy. If you highlight it and then right click and copy it, then you can go to the chat and paste it. And then all I have to do is click on it and it'll pull up your article. Does that make sense?
Okay, now I get what you're talking about.
Okay, so try doing that. Let's see if that'll work.
Uh,
Uh-oh, we lost him for a second there. How's your outline coming along, Abby? Do you have it set up? Okay, so the next step, and for you too, Paisley, when you're looking at your sources, to come up with possible topics. And I know we talked about that last week, but could be like their early life, or it could be what their path to success, or when you're skimming through the articles, like we did for Coconut Crab, you know how we looked at each paragraph and one of them was about their body and one was about their diet and then their habitat, and some of them were about like human interaction with them. So you want to come up with, oh, Bronx keeps getting kicked out. Whoops. Poor guy. So try to come up with a few possible topics. Have you done that already, Abby?
I'm working on it right now.
You're working on it right now. Okay, yeah. So come up with a little list as you're skimming through your sources, and then we'll talk about that in a second. Bronx, I don't know what happened. Are you okay?
yeah, so yeah, I said I couldn't open the page after I said pasting go.
Oh, weird. So I still
Yeah.
can't see it. Well, that's weird.
I could see if it pasted.
Okay. Weird. Did you say it was NBA.com, one of your sources? That's the one I was looking at. No, that's not it. Okay, hold on. How about when you look up Google for Kobe Bryant?
Oh, wait. Okay.
Got it?
Just wait.
This is so hard to do on Zoom. I wish I could be there in the room with you so I can help you with that.
Part of it, but it's the facts. It's not the website though. I
Okay.
do not know.
Okay, so how about let's try this. When you open up Google and you type in Toby Bryant, do you see Encyclopedia Britannica as one of your sources there? If you scroll down and look for, it should be after Wikipedia. Scroll down a little bit, and then there's like a,
Well, it says cannot open page
Here,
now.
well, you could use this as a.
it might be too hard on the device that you're zooming from. You might have to do it after class.
Yeah, I'm sure I could email it to you.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll work. So, if it's too hard to do during Zoom, it's okay. You can pause on that. Let me just share my screen with you again.
Or just put 24 facts about Kobe Bryant.
Okay. Is that part the article name?
That might work. That's what it showed.
Let's see what happens here.
That's, yeah, right there. 24
PBS.
facts about amazing Kobe Bryant.
Is this it?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now, this looks like a good website. So when you go to print this, you're going to go to these three dots. This is outside of the window of the actual article. It's part of your toolbar at the very top of your computer. That's how you're going to print that. So if you click on those three dots,
The three dots.
mine says update because I have an update that I'm avoiding. Anyway, ignore that. And you can go to those three dots and it opens up a menu like this. And then there's the print option. That's how you can print an article like this.
Yeah,
How-
so I'm on iPad. I'm not on computer right now.
Yeah.
But I could go on to my mom's computer and see what I can do.
Okay. You can do that after class, okay? But I do see that this article is 27 pages long, so check with your parents on that. If they're okay, you printing that. If you can, they'll be able to help you because as I'm scrolling through this, a lot of these pages just have pictures and you don't want to waste your ink on pictures. So your parents, somebody can help you choose what pages to print that have information on here.
Yeah. So I've already kind of written some of the facts down.
Okay,
So
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you written down some possible topics? Uh-oh, everybody froze on me. Hold on. My computer is frozen. Hold on. Oh no. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Phew.
Defensive
It was
band.
trying to, okay. Good. All right. So yeah, when you go to print that, there's actually in your settings on your printer, you can print without images and then it'll just give you the text. And somebody can help you with that at home if you need help with that. Then you're not printing 27 pages of pictures. You've got just a few pages of the actual writing. Okay. So let me go back to this. And are you doing okay, Paisley? Were you able to print yours?
I haven't printed them just yet. I was just reading, skimming through them, making sure that they were ones that I wanted to write about.
Perfect. Good. That's what you should be doing. And then we don't have much time left in this class. That's okay. This is part of doing research together. So this is your own research. This is kind of new for us. But But I do want you to make sure to get your outlines set up like this. You don't actually have to start writing in yet. But your homework for this week is going to be to fill out these outlines for Roman numeral 1 and Roman numeral 2 of whatever topics that you choose about your person. I know we're crunching like a whole bunch in just 2 weeks, and that's okay. We're going to see how far we can get with it. But basically, I want you to come up with 2 topics, which could be early life is a good one because you're talking about a person. So you want to know, where did they grow up? Did they have brothers and sisters? Did they grow up in a wealthy family or a poor family? What was their situation like? So I notice I keep freezing on you guys. So I don't know if you can still hear me while I'm talking, hopefully. You guys are hearing me okay? Okay, good. So you're going to look through your sources. You're going to label your sources A, B, and C. So you pick, whatever article or whatever resource that you have, label that as A and B and C. And in each one of those, you're going to come up with a short outline of the early life, for instance, and then fuse those together into one and do that for Roman numerals 1 and 2. So Roman numeral 2 could be like path to success or careers or I don't know, some other, as you're skimming through these, like Kobe Bryant could be his experience in sports. He probably played basketball in high school, I would guess. So his experience in high school, it could be his training. Did he do like a summer camp thing where he learned how to play basketball, and did he have a basketball hoop in his backyard kind of thing? So how did he get to learn to play basketball? Where did he start? That would be a good topic. Okay, so I hope it's clear for you guys. So what I want you to do this week is work on, I know it's a lot, but working on 2 of these outlines. So Roman numeral 1 on one side, flip it over, Roman numeral 2 on the back side. And that's it. You're just going to bring the 2 outlines with you next week in class. Okay, do you guys have any questions about that? Do you know what your 2 topics are going to be, Abby?
Early life and her death.
Okay, that's a good one. That could be, and that could be pretty simple too for all of you if you want to do that. Or Paisley, do you know what 2 topics you're going to have on yours?
I think so.
Okay, what are the 2 that you're thinking about?
Her like fame and her death.
Her fame and her death. Okay, that's good too. How about you, Bronx? Do you know yet what you're going to write about?
Like who I'm writing about or the facts that I'm writing about?
Like what facts? Yeah, Kobe is, and he's not around anymore, right? Did he die?
Yeah, he died in 2021 in a helicopter crash.
Oh, that's right. Okay. For a second, I was like, wait, did he really die? That's right. It was weird, huh? So that would be a good topic about his death.
So
what 2 topics are you thinking about writing about?
I'm thinking about how like he transferred right at like how he